once they move through kind of that denial and shock, and I definitely did that, I was like, we are not going to Rome. We are not in Rome right now. Then you get to anger and other emotions. And that's when, I'm like, I can't believe this. This is not happening. Just getting really, really angry. From a leadership perspective, you really need to empathize, listen, and support. You want to encourage some venting. Why would I say that? That probably seems a little antithetical to what you might expect. Why do we want to encourage some venting? Aren't we trying to,
The pot's going to eventually boil over if you don't. And
Exactly.
It's going to be out of control.
Exactly. It's much, much better to try to encourage some of that, have it in a more controlled fashion, than try to pretend like this isn't going on, and then like she said, they just kind of go crazy. It really kind of explodes. So you want to get that out. You want to bring people together and say, I know we're not real thrilled about it. Let's talk about it. What do you not like? What are you feeling? So you really want to get some of that out. I remember I had a director when I was with a major Fortune 100 company at one point, and in all of his staff meetings, he actually had a section at the very end of the meeting called Kudos, Tips, and Gripes. And we spent about 20 minutes in Kudos, Tips, and Gripes I think it was every 2 weeks. And so his thought was kind of what we're talking about here. That gripes part was his concept of, you know what, I know there's stuff going on that you don't like. I know there are knucklehead decisions being made sometimes. I want to hear about it. I want you to tell me what's going on. I want you to tell me what you're thinking. Because one of the mistakes most leaders make is they get in those public settings and nobody says anything, and they actually think things are okay. Or they throw out their idea, I think we need to figure out how to make peanut oil into jet fuel. What does everybody else think? Oh yeah, Jim, that's great. And then as soon as the meeting's over, they're over by the Coke machine, having what I call the meeting after the meeting, and they're like, he's on crack. There is no way that is going to happen. That's just another knucklehead, pea-brain idea from Jim. But that's exactly what happens. Haven't you seen that? Or I call it the conference call after the conference call, where nobody says anything on the call, then as soon as the call is over, you're getting the real deal. So it's better to really encourage that. Get some of that out, because you want to hear what's on people's minds. You really, really do need to hear that. And that's also what I'm talking about here with your comment. That maybe this is a knucklehead change. Maybe we really don't need to do it. You need to listen. You need to hear what people have to say. And then continue that communication.